Hi, Algebra 2. We come to you from parent-teacher conferences because I only had one, so I have some time, and I'm going to make you guys this video. So we're in the magical land of factoring right now. We learned our first method of factoring, which is an important one. We should always try this first, was called GCF. If there was something they had in common, we had to factor that to the outside of some parentheses, okay? The second method we learned was called the Holy Grail. We're on the lookout for those two special numbers. It has to have that special flair to it, x squared. The very first number has to be a 1 plus something x plus something. So we, in that Nearpod, I went through a whole bunch of when you can do it and when you can't. Okay, that brings us to our third method, and not our final one, but our third method, which is probably the toughest, but that's good. Once we have this one nailed down, the rest of it should be smooth sailing. So this last one is called the X method, and I'm going to show you why. We're going to draw some X's. So let's go ahead and switch this over. Here is the type of problem we can do the X method with. It kind of looks like the Holy Grail stuff, but now there's not a 1 here. Non-1, we can do the X method. Here's what I'm going to teach you guys. I'm actually not going to show you all of the X method. I'm just going to show you how to set them up. Then with the assignment that's attached to this video, I just want you to set them all up. I'll show you how to finish them in class, and then we'll practice the heck out of them and get good at them. So here's the setup. We are going to start by drawing an X. Go figure. It's called the X method. On the sides of our X's, there will go fraction bars. Good. Next, whatever the very first term is, the quadratic term, there's our vocab, that's what's going to go in the numerators of our fraction. Notice, no more squared. I'm taking the squared part of it off, and I'm just putting a 2x and a 2x. Good. Almost done. The next part. Whatever the middle number is, whatever the linear coefficient is, just the number itself, not the x, just the linear coefficient, it goes in the bottom part of our x. And sometimes I'll put a little plus sign. I'll show you guys why in a second, or when you come to class. And then finally, for the top part of our x, we want to multiply the first and the last number together, the leading coefficient with the constant. We multiply those together, and we put that on the top of our x. And sometimes I'll put a little multiplication symbol up there, and you'll see why. That's it. That's the setup. I would like you to now go through on the worksheet I gave you. There should be 10 problems. And all 10 problems, I just want you to set up getting ready to do the X method. Here's the second one. The second one is 6x squared plus 7x minus 3. And you're going to set it up using the X method on your own piece of paper. We start by drawing an X. We put fraction bars. Whatever the first term is, we go put it in the numerator without the squared part. The linear coefficient, the middle number, b, goes in the bottom. We multiply the first and the last number, a and c. We multiply those together with the sign, and that goes in the top. That's it. Set up. Piece of cake for us. What a good remote lesson for us today. There may be something else, but right now that's all I got. Okay, go through on all 10 questions and set them all up using what I just described as the X method. Moving on.